Now I got a question though, because y'all both did PE, or I don't know if y'all currently still do PE, but is it a difference from how we grew up, like, and now seeing the kids,
you know what,
being active and everything? Is it a difference?
I'm gonna give the kids their credit.
Okay.
So I think what existed right now existed back then as well. We talked about the sedentary lifestyle, as far as the kids with the tablets and all that. But when I'm running PE and I put together 5 videos, I got a lot of responses from kids who wanted to be active. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, all right. So in 2025, we got kids like, kids like you who taking up the challenge. I'm like, you was me. So I can't. So I before I dog the other kids out.
It's coming. It's coming. Trust.
But let me give the active kids who still want to be active, still want to get outside. Go ahead. It's definitely a difference. So, to answer your question, I gotta do what you think. What you think?
Walk around that motherfucker.
You go straight into it. I ain't even finished introducing McKnight.
I'm just saying, hey, we good though.
No, go ahead. We're gonna get to your background, but go ahead. We did do PE together.
So from his response, I would like to say that's more of a LeBron fan type of response.
Yo,
I just want to throw that out there. That's like a LeBron fan type of response.
I ain't even on your head right now.
Only because he did give credit where credit was due and stuff like that. But as me coming in, and I've been with hospitality for 15 years before I was with the district. Okay. So to me, it was technically all new. Yeah. But of course, I did PE in my days too and stuff like that as well. So when I come in and kids are complaining every day about PE this and PE that. I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. But lunch and recess, when you out there running, jumping, you rolling in the grass, you doing the most. But when he ask you to do a hang down or we ask you to do a windmill, you crying and complaining. You better go somewhere. Because I see you running. I see how active you can be, and I know what you can do. And when you don't give me half your effort, out my face.
I like that response, but I still got pushed. That's funny as hell though. The LeBron response, that's hilarious.
Hey man, you still giving them a lot of credit.
I'm about to say y'all both are giving them. I feel like a little too much credit, but I'm not. There,
we
on the ground and everything. With
one of the schools we worked was nothing but athletes. It was about 10 athletes in each class. Yeah. So it's like, when I'm going out, I'm just freestyling workouts. We doing frog jumps, bear crawls, and all that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And I got at least half the class is getting busy. Now we worked another school. Oh.
He said, oh. I'm like, yo.
Oh.
So this is where you taking away the credit then.
That's what I say. I said, let me talk about them first. Because I'm like, okay, see, it still exists. That active kid, that get busy kid, is still there. It's not, and I don't think it's never gonna lose. We're never gonna lose that. It's always gonna be one kid to be like.
I mean, but like my question is more so, is it like when I say is there a difference? Like, do you see a decrease in the activity?
Yeah,
like or is it because the way y'all were talking about it, y'all was making it seem like these kids is they out there getting it. Like before, there was no tablets, there was no Game Boys, there was no cell phones. You had marbles, you had little pogs or something. Something still you have to. But there's none of that no more. It's
But the deep part is this is a generational thing where I'm gonna put it like this: it ain't even the kid's fault. It's really the parent.
Hey,
I'm gonna put it because them same kids when I was getting them same parents when I was getting busy, they now parents, and we got parents trying to shield their children from any form of conflict. Period. But I mean any challenge. Anywhere. We had an overweight kid a while back. He was like, I had them do this drill. we're doing 50 squats total. You know, that's the work. That's what we're gonna do. But we're gonna do each squat individually. So I'll be like, drop. Everybody got to drop the whole class, and I'm pointing. I'm like, all right, if you're not at a 90 degree, the rep don't count, right?
I remember that.
So, you know, you end up people gonna mess up. So people you gonna do anywhere from about 55 to about 60, 70 squats, right?
Yeah.
But that's all. But that's the main course. That's all you're doing. We ain't finna do nothing else after that. You know what I'm saying? One kid came back the next day and was like, I'm sore. My mom told me that if I'm sore, so when the workout part, can I just walk because I'm sore and I don't.
Where your mama at? Hey, your mama like 300 pounds. Like hell no,
bro.
No, you ain't listening to your mama. Yo, don't listen to
bro. You work for the district, so you gotta be like.
Yeah.
What?
Yo.
What you just asked me, boy? You don't give me. I'm like,
you know what I mean?
No, I get you. See, and this
and
is
we
why.
work for the district, so it's like the district is like, well, you get it.
Yeah, you gotta buy my shirt. This is why.
And I'm like, wow, y'all really grooming lazy kids.
Yeah, man.
Technically.
It's all kind of.
So that's why. But go back to the beginning. That's why I gave the active kids their credit, because I'm like, all right.
My mom.
I'm not even.
Tell your fat ass mama not to squat. You know what I'm saying?
But you
like talking about.
And you work for the district, so you be like. You say one thing, bro. It's like, oh,
man.
Your teacher said, "Shut my fat ass up."
Yeah. See, that's why I couldn't work with kids, man.
It's different. It's different.
You got adults, like, you know what I'm saying, that like,
adults are
bitching playing. So I'm like,
lazy kids. They think they sheltering them, but it's like, no, you're weakening them, because as the year go on, a lot of them kids. This is why I give them the credit. A lot of them kids, they did meet the challenge. They did was like when they started off, couldn't do nothing. Now they can hold a squat. Now they can do 3 push-ups. They couldn't do none at all.
They said 3 push-ups.
I wasn't really accommodating on that. I wasn't on that type of time where it's like I was more so like, oh, you don't want to do it? All right, sit to the side.
Yeah. We're not enabling like bad behavior.
Exactly.
You know I just feel like that's all bad behavior. You know what I'm saying? So, Nu, you said you had a background of hospitality, like
yes,
for a while. Like, how was that transition then? Like, cause like in hospitality, you kind of have to show what is it, like courtesy, I guess, or a certain
customer's always right.
Yeah, customer service.
Yeah,
like, you
exactly.
have to have that. Like now that you are in I guess more of a authority position, like, how is that transition though? Like,
at first was different, but now that I'm getting familiar with kids, used to kids, just more of like, a lot of times we're looked at like parental figures. You know what I mean? So, and so even when I told my students, when I had my class, I said I come to work every single day with 2 hats.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're looking at me confused. I said I have a teacher hat and I have a parent hat. And they didn't know the difference. I said the teacher hat is simply when I'm on campus and this is me.
Yeah.
So even though I'm looking at you right now, I could also see what old dude over there is doing, what that group is doing, but my attention is right here. And even though I see you acting up, I just I'll let it slide. If I see something I frown upon, that's when the parent hat comes out.
Right.
And then I make eye contact with you. I let you know, like, hey, why do you think that was okay? And I could talk to them differently, just to let them know, like, even though you are on campus, you're supposed to be doing certain things. I will give you your freedom, but if I see something I don't like or something I think is wrong, I will address it and make sure you guys understand we're not supposed to do that right now.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear that he's the nice one.
No.
He called me LeBron earlier. I am LeBron.
Oh,
hey, he ain't letting go of that Bron comment. Yo, he ain't letting it go.
Look.
Okay.
He don't be on their neck how I do. I promise you he don't.
It's facts. I'll admit.
Yeah. He called me Bron. He the Kobe fan, but he be. I mean, he got the paces of Joel.
No. So listen. Y'all familiar with a hybrid, right? So we had gas cars, and we had gas cars, and we had diesel cars, and now they have the hybrids. They have electric cars. I am what you call a hybrid.
Gotcha.
If you could put, it's gonna be a Kobe, a LeBron.
Hey, y'all gonna keep going to this all day?
A Kobe, a LeBron, and we also throwing in Tupac with a little bit of Michael Jackson.
Yo,
that's my whole personality persona.
Okay.
Every single day.
So you
I have all that built into me.
You got LeBron in you. Okay. I thought you didn't like LeBron at all. Like,
No.
I'm glad to hear that though, because I thought you just completely didn't like Brian.
No,
so
okay. If y'all got about 2 hours, I can tell you the whole story. You got 2 hours, I can tell you the story. But I can.
Hey, by the way, he rep this every day.
Lower Merion, baby.
Okay.
I would have the Lakers jersey on.
Versions of Kobe jersey.
But we are okay. So let me take.
Wait. We didn't even introduce everything about you, brother. We just went straight to a question. Can we introduce Mr. McKnight? This is the 3 times. Is it 3 times or 4 times?
For the
bodybuilding champion.
Oh, more than 4. It's been more than 4.
Hey man,
he said more than 4.
He said more than 4.
I'm just saying.
Listen,
I even got the sword at the house. The NPC sword. I even got that.
Straight to talking trash.
Yeah.
This is a multi-time bodybuilding champion,
Hell yeah.
Dennis Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yes sir. That's funny.
We just got talking straight talking
right
trash.
there.
I'm like, wait a minute. But I'm like, the conversation is good. But I'm like, wait a minute. We didn't even introduce this is fitness, almost fitness royalty. He in a magazine?
Man.
Muscle and Fitness. That was me.
Okay.
The food pyramid, tearing down tradition. We changing
I'm about to say, once
are you a natty, right?
Of course. Hell yeah.
No something, just straight natty.
Man.
Straight food.
Background on that, when I was 16 years old, I was already benching 3 plates.
Sheesh.
3 plates at the age of 16. So all my classmates said I was on steroids. And I said, dude, I'm a kid. What are you talking about?
Man.
So I prided myself. I don't use gloves. I don't use belts. I don't use anything.
No belts like to help you
Hell no, yeah.
like squat and everything?
Dude, I squatted 500 before. I've deadlifted 6 plates. Yeah. And the most I ever benched was 420.
And this man tried to get me to roll 300 pounds one time.
and you was on, you I mean.
No, I got the 250. No, you know I'm strong.
Give him my respect.
Yeah, we had some fun.
When you hit that 300, I said, I ain't never even seen 300 on the row machine.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you crazy.
Said, bro, just give me, bro.
But
yeah, I'm like.
One more time?
So you would think, so with all the Kobe talk, you would think that he's more intense than I am. Bro, he is nice, bro. I mean, bro, he said he only got 2 hats, bro.
Can I explain myself, though?
When we was working together, he had 3 hats, bro. He was a therapist.
The facts.
Man, I done seen him with
facts.
Okay.
I done seen this man come up to you because they think I'm mean. They low-key scared of me. You calling me Bron.
When he walk around, they quick.
Shout out to the GOAT, LeBron. But,
you do be yelling, though. You do be yelling, like, all the time, though.
Bro,
do you be yelling on campus?
Yeah, of course.
I got loud too. I do. One time I got loud. The next day I actually apologized to the students. No, listen. He's like, "Why you apologize for?" And I said, "Did you see what I did yesterday? Did you see how I talked to them?"
Tough love, dog.
But dude,
I talk to them like that every day.
Every day.
That was a parent hat times 5 though. It was a serious conversation.
I get you.
Yeah, they had that for me, dude. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't do that, man.
But just to say the least, when we were together, man, we were a dynamic duo. We had it jumping.
The whole
like I said, the aesthetics of you would think that he would come with the intensity. He was the laid back. I was the one more so get to it.
Mm-hmm.
But you got hit from both angles when it came to it because he's very well versed in the fitness industry. He solidified his status. So and then me, I'm training and I'm doing my thing and I'm an athlete. So we both coming from 2 different backgrounds and we came together and it was, I feel like it was a lot of love in between us and the vibe was always right and the vibe was genuine. So that's why I talk like I was coming out crazy, which I was, but a lot of the kids when they saw us together, it was just like, oh man, it was the vibe they didn't see before because we weren't around black folk like that.
It's
right. I'm just saying,
we was around some other kids but they was like, oh man, this is cool.
Yeah,
I've never seen this before.
It sounds like we're gonna have to put together like some type of little, fitness event like type deal. Like
I plan on having camps. I definitely
camps.
We definitely want to start a booty camp and all that. But we definitely want to get something for the men as well.
Yeah, for the kids though too. Like I always like doing something for the kids. That way, it's ultimately for the parents too. Like to have something for the kids to do, and like they can come out and enjoy themselves. And get fit at the same time, or knowledgeable about fitness and wellness,
Oh yeah.
I think we should. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But so Coach,
What's up?
You
Coach,
here?
No.
So talk about that first. Wait, what got you into bodybuilding?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, Jesus.
We athletes. We don't. It's hard to just.
I'm like, because I was like, I'm gonna do bodybuilding.
You be like, man, you see that way, you be like, man, it ain't a game on Saturday.
Right? No, I ain't got nothing.
If it ain't no game on Saturday,
what we training for again?
I gotta have a reason.
Yeah, for me.
So what was your reason?
I started working out around 12, 13. So now we going back to like 94, 95. So I just started working out. And then, like I said, when I was 16, I was already benching 3 plates. You know, and then all I cared about in high school is how much do you bench? That's a question of the decade. How much do you bench?
Hey, that was some 90s shit.
It's not like, hey, what's that squat looking like? Hey, how much you done it? It was how much do you bench? All I wanted to do was bench more than anybody I ever knew.
Yeah.
So then, luckily, I got up to 315, and I was just naturally big. So then I started working at a gym in Palm Springs, and then I'm just, working, doing my thing. And one of the trainers came up to me. She's like, hey, you should do bodybuilding shows. And I'm like, what that dudes is huge.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, they got natural shows. I was like, natural? Oh, kill them. I was like, you for real? So she gave me the name of this, the organization at the time was called Fame. Nice. And so I looked into it, and I was like, okay, so they do like drug tests and blah, blah, blah. So like you really are a natural athlete. Because I figured I would kill anybody natural because I was naturally blessed. Yeah. So it was like, let's say, for example, today is like, September 2nd. There was a show a week and a half later. And I was like,
I'm already ready.
Santa Monica?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, let's go. And I just signed up and I went. I didn't know anything about bodybuilding though. Right. So, because there's certain poses you have to do and stuff like that.
Right.
So I get out there and I did a little bit of research because I had, about like 8-9 days to get ready for it. So I show up and, I'm on stage and, bodybuilders have those little banana trucks, whatever you want to call them.
Speedos.
Hey.
The Speedos.
I came out in boy shorts. No. I wore.
See that?
Baby. I wore a boy short. Yeah. My very first show was a boy short. I did not even have on the thong because I was that embarrassed. My first show. Yeah. I was just straight a boy short and I came out.
The biker shorts.
And then the judge is like, okay, guys, relax. So I stand there. I'm on stage. He says, relax. So I'm standing there, relaxed.
Yeah. He's like, no, sir, I need you to relax. Like, I am relaxing.
But yeah, same thing. So everybody next to me was like, both like flexing. Yeah. So I look next to me. I'm like, what's going on? And I tighten up real quick, and they call all the poses, and I'm like, this is awkward. So all my poses were just not say horrible, but they weren't correct.
The first time
how it should be. Exactly. Right. But for me personally, I got 3rd place, and there were 6 of us on stage. So okay, my first show.
Third place. What? 2 weeks? 2 weeks to get ready.
Not even 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks. I just hopped out, came out, got 3rd. I was like, okay, cool.
Like, okay, yeah.
So then there was another show 2 months later, and I was like, well, let me do like a little like half diet and try to just actually get in shape and actually practice the poses and stuff. Right. I was like, let me try it again. So then 2 months later, I did a show and I got 2nd place, and I was like, oh, this is cool.
It's going good.
And then my next show, I wanted to do another one, and that was my first Muscle Beach show. And then one of the girls at the front desk, she's like, I'm gonna do all the research for you. I'm gonna give you a diet. Okay. So she gave me a diet, what to follow, what to eat. She also that's when I first started cardio. 2008, I started cardio, the first time in my life.
Just straight lifting.
So I was lifting, dieting, and doing that cardio. And in 2008, I did the novice, so it's like the amateur level. Okay. But I got 1st place, got overall, and I won the whole show for the novice.
Nice.
So that's when I fell in love with bodybuilding because I was like, dude, that's why I learned how to do backflips. I was doing backflips on stage and all that. And then to me, it was just so much fun. And also that day when I'm looking in the mirror, like warming up, I was like, you look like them dudes in the magazine. Yeah. And for me to say that to myself was like a total different, like, oh my God, you could do that.